Well, recently I saw somebody else's YouTube video where they bought a couple things at Five Below, so it made me want to go jump back to our Five Below to see if they had those same items. I hadn't been here in a few weeks. I actually just did a video a few weeks ago about going to Five Below and all the good toys and everything I bought. Well, they've started putting items outside the store to grab your attention to come in. They had those cool pet beds shaped like pizzas for $5 and had more of those disco balls. I started to get those last time, but I didn't. And they've started renovating our whole store here. Like, everything's vice versa. Things that were on the right are now on the left. And I don't know. I guess it's just to get more items in the store, more merchandise. But they still have some really good quality merchandise, name brand stuff. I don't know if they get closeouts or what, but I found a lot of good toys that are worth a lot more than $5 at Five Below. They had this really cool shipment of Squishmallows I hadn't seen before. They had these really tiny food trucks that had miniature food items that kids are going to go crazy for. I'm sure these won't last very long. Had some smaller Squishmallows in the middle of the store that were pretty nice. And then I went on back to the toy section, and they had some more of those collector pins that they had last time, but they added a few new ones. They had that C-3PO, and then they had some more of these vinyl figures. I got that Elvis last time. He's still a really good deal for $5. Then in the back of the store, this is what I saw on someone else's YouTube. These are miniature Pez display and bazooka bubble gum. These are really sweet, and I'm not going to take mine out of the package because I know these are going to become very collectible one day, so I'm definitely picking up a couple of these. And then in the back of the store, on the very back wall, they had some small toys like the LOL little minifigures. I've started collecting some of those loose on that Whatnot app I got on. I love that app, but I spent too much money on it. They have really good toys. These are pretty cool. These are squishy brains. I don't know what you would really do with it rather than just squish on it, but it's pretty cool and big for $5. And then they also had one that was cheese. It had some Buzz Lightyears in the box, and then this is how tight the aisles are now. They're just cram-packed, but I guess it's kind of good. They can get more toys in there now. They had these cool little fake Lego sets of different landmarks across the world. I'm probably going to pick up one or two of those. And then they had some Five Nights at Freddy's toys. I'm not even sure what Five Nights at Freddy's is, but I've heard of it. And then they had these Haribo little gummy candy figures, and I'm definitely going to pick up one of those. Those are sweet. And then they had some knockoff toys over here on the clearance aisle for $5 basically. And then they had these games at the bottom from pretty popular TV shows and movies that were for $5 as well. And then my very favorite TV show is Bob's Burgers, so they had a lot of Bob's Burgers socks that were pretty cool. And then I found a whole nother row of toys. They had some Nickelodeon toys on this row, and then they had these little cars. They look like micro machines, but I don't think they were. They had Back to the Future and Transformers. Then they had Mario figures. They had Sonic the Hedgehog figures. These are pretty good figures for $5. Then they had a whole section of Hello Kitty figures. I know a lot of people are in Hello Kitty. And then on my way to the checkout, they had these Squishmallow cards, Series 1, on clearance for $1. They were $3.25 marked down. And then they moved their whole entire Funko Pop section to the front right before you check out. They had some really good ones. They had Cher. So I think I'm going to pick up a couple of these on my way out. All right, well, let's see the damage I did to my wallet and what toys I actually bought. All right, well, back in the back, I got Lola Bunny as Daphne from Scooby-Doo. She's worth about $15. And then I got the Trick or Treat Donald Duck, who's worth about $16. I got Cher. She's worth about $17. And I found a Harry Potter worth about $16. And then in those fake Lego sets, since I have been to Rome, I did get the Colosseum, and it's worth about $16 on eBay. I got the little Bazooka and Pez and Smarties display, and they're worth about $21 each on eBay. People must not know about Five Below on eBay, but I'm glad they're worth more than what I paid for them. And like I said, I am keeping mine in the package to make sure they stay very collectible. That's fine. So I got this Wonder Woman enamel pin from Funko worth $17 and a C-3PO pin worth about $14. Then I got the little Haribo gummy bear figure for $2.50. He's worth about $7. And the Squishmallow cards are only worth about $2. But the Back to the Future little package I got is worth about $15. That was a pretty good buy for $5. So that's everything I got at Five Below. So I spent a whopping $51 there, and when I added everything up, it's worth about $198. So that means I've added a profit to my toy collection of $147. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm off to make some more toy videos and value my toy collection. If you haven't followed my videos, just find me on YouTube under Valuing My Toy Collection. I'm opening up a toy museum and I'm valuing a massive toy collection and doing it video by video. It's a labor of love, but it's so much fun. You guys have a great week. Bye.